Ram 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 everybody. So today we'll be starting the third class of our Learn to Chant Nataraja Stotram. We are in the fifth Shlokam. We've completed the first and second in the first class, third and fourth in the second class, and today we'll be learning the fifth and sixth Shlokas. Let us start with the Prarthana. Gurureva gatir gurumeva bhaje Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave Na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh Matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. I'll be quickly revising the first 4 shlokas that we've learned, and you can chant along with me while I chant the second time, just like we did yesterday. So the Shruti I'm using for this class, I'm repeating it again. It is C sharp. If anybody wants to practice at home, C sharp is the Shruti which I'm using. Sadanchita mudanchita nikunchita padanjhala jalanchalita manjukatakam Patanjali driganjana majanjala padanjana bhajanakar Kadambaruchimam varavasam paramamam Kadambaka vidambaka galam Chidam buddhimanim buddharidam pujaravim Parachidam varanatam hridi bhaja. Now I'll call upon a participant, Anne-Marie Bhagini. You can try to chant this. Okay. 8 people have raised their hands.
Namaste. I haven't practiced, so.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'll call upon someone else. But you practice and we'll try to get you to chant tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow, yes.
Yes. Janvi Bhagini, want to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can try.
Sadanchita mudanchita nikunchita padam jhala jhalanchalita manjukatakam Patanjali driganjana mananjana machanchala padanjana bhanjanagaram Kadambaruchimam varavasam paramamam buddha kadambaka vidambaka galam Chidam buddhimanim buddharidam bujaravim parachidam varanatam hridi bhaja.
Excellent, Bhagini. That was so beautiful. Are you learning music or something somewhere?
Yes, ma'am. I am.
Yeah. It is so beautiful, very well chanted. Pronunciation is absolutely wonderful. We'll go to the next participant, Shubha Bhagini. Yeah, Shubha Bhagini, you can try this one.
The first sloka itself?
Yes, Bhagini?
Okay, I'll chant the first sloka.
Yes.
Okay, Ram Ram. Sadanchita mudanchita nikunchita padam jala jalanchalita manjukatakam Patanjali driganjana mananjana machanchala padanjana bhanjanakaram Kadambarusimam varavasam paramamam buddha kadambaka vidambaka galam Sidam buddhimanim buddha hrudam bujaravim parachidam varanatam hridi bhaja.
Very good, Bhagini. Just work on a few Mahapranas like Buddha Hridam Bujaravim. Those places, the dha is a Mahaprana. Other than that, your tune and your way of chanting, your flow is excellent. Very nice. I'm so happy that most of you, I guess, based on this, most of you are doing really well. Let me move on to the second one, and then I'll give another few people to chant on the second one. Thank you, Bhagini. Yeah. So this is the second one. Haran Tripura Bhanjanam Ananta Krita Kankanam Akhanda Dayamantarahitam Virinchi Surasam Hati Purandara Vichintita Padantaruna Chandramakutam Param Padavikhandita Yamam Bhasita Mandita Tanum Madana Vanchana Param Chirantanamamum Pranava Sanchita Nidhim Parachidambara Hridi Bhaja. Okay. We'll call upon Ramesh Mahodaya. You may chant second shlokam. I'll give the next slide. Yes.
Namaskara. Harantripurabhanjanam Virinchi Surasamhati Purandara Vichintita Padantaruna Chandramakutam Parampada Vikhandita Yamam Bhasita Mandita Tanum Madana Vanchana Param Chirantanamamum Pranava Sanchita Nidhim Parachidambara Natam Hridi Bhaja.
Very well done, Mahodaya. Very happy to see people chanting so well. We'll do one more person. So many of you raised your hands. I can try one more. Krishna Mahodaya. I'll change. Yeah. Haran Tripura.
Okay. Namaste.
Namaste.
Haram Tripura Bhanjana Mananta Kruta Kankana Makanda Dayamantarahitam Virinchi Sura Sahanti Purandara Vichintita Padam Karuna Chandra Makutam Param Pada Vikhandite Yamam Bhasita Mandita Tanum Parampada Vikhandita Yamam Bhasita Mandita Tanum Madana Vanchana Param Chirantana Mamum Pranava Sanchita Nidhim Parichidambara Natam Hrudi Bhaja.
Thank you, Mahodaya. Excellent try. So here, Para Chidambara Natam. I think I heard something else. Para. So this for everybody. It is not Pari, it is Para. And here, Krita. So this is commonly mistaken for Ku. This is Kr. So when we write in Sanskritam, this is the symbol for Kr. Sorry.
I really thank you because this is my first attempt in learning the Sanskrit as well. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Mother. You're doing really well. So, yeah. So that first thing I drew, it is Kr. This is Ku. So this is the one which we get confused with. Both of them look similar. So you have to chant Krita. Kankanam Akhanda. So this is a Mahaprana. And then Taruna. I think the ta was sounded like another letter. And Samhati. Like I said in yesterday's class, there is no nasalized sound. It is Samhati. We have to pronounce the makara completely. So this is ma, like the English M. But
Thank you,
very great attempt. I'm very happy with all your performance, with all your chanting. So we'll move on to the third and fourth. Let me chant now. Okay. Avantamakhilan jagada bhanga gunatunga mama tandhrita vidhum surasarit tarangani kuram badhriti lampata jatam shamanadam bhasuharam bhavaharam Shivandasha digantara vijrumbhita karang Karala Sanmriga Shishum Pashupatim हरं शशिधनञ्जय पतङ्गनयनं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज. Let me move on to the fourth one. अनन्तनवरत्नविलसत्कटक किङ्किणि झलन् झल झलन् झलरवम् मुकुन्द विधिहस्तगतमत्तललयध्वनिधिमिद्धिमित नर्तनपदम् शकुन्तरथ बर्हिरथ नन्दिमुख शृङ्गिरिटि भृङ्गिगण सङ्घनिकटम् सनन्द सनक प्रमुख वन्दित पदं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज. So I'm sure many of you have not attended yesterday's class and may require a little bit practice. So the third and fourth shlokas, I'll give you a chance to chant tomorrow as they're a little bit more complicated as well. So please practice from the recording, practice the Mahapranas, especially the Jhalan Jhala Jhalan Jhalaravam, that part. And we'll start today's class now. This is the fifth shlokam. Ananta Mahasam Tridasha Vandya Charanam Muni Hridantara Vasantam Amalam Kabandha. So here focus on the Mahaprana Dha Vyad Indvavani. So this combination may be tricky. Indva na va and the. In first na, then the, then va. Indva vani gandha, again a Mahaprana. Vanhi. So lot of people tend to put say ha before na, but for this class we'll be pronouncing it as vanhi, though it is written as vahni. Many chant it as vahni, but for this class we will be chanting vanhi as my gurus have taught me in that manner. Vanhi makha. This is a Mahaprana. Kha. Bandhu. Dha is a Mahaprana. Ravi manju vapusham. Now today's class I'll be introducing a new thing which you've already seen in many of the previous shlokas, but I want to highlight this, that sha, the pronunciation of this is a little bit different from the sha that you see in other places and the sa that you see like in sakarunam. So in Tridasha we have a sha. This sha is seen in Shiva. Vapusham. This sha is seen in Vishnu. This sa is seen in Saraswati. So in that way you can remember these three aspects. We will go one by one. Don't worry. This is just another thing that I'm adding since I have not spoke about it in yesterday's class. And just keep it in mind. Observe my pronunciation and chant. Bandhu Ravi Manju Vapusham Ananta Vibhavam. Again the Mahapranabha. Tri Jagadantara Manim Trinayanam Tripura Khandana Param Sananda Muni Vandita Padam Sakarunam Para Chidambara Natam Hridi Bhaja. Now we will start the first time chanting. Ananta
Ananta, Ananta,
Mahasam
Mahasam, Mahasam,
Tridasha
Tridasha, Tridasha,
Vandya
Vandya, Vandya,
Charanam
Charanam, Charanam,
Muni
Muni, Muni,
Hridantara
Hridantara, Hridantara,
Vasantam
Vasantam, Vasantam,
Amalam
Amalam, Amalam,
Kabandha
Kabandha, Kabandha,
Vyat
Vyat, Vyat,
Indvavani
Indvavani, Indvavani,
Gandhavaha
Gandhavaha, Gandhavaha,
Vanhi,
Vanhi, Vanhi,
Makha,
Makha, Makha,
Bandhu,
Bandhu, Bandhu,
Ravi,
Ravi, Ravi,
Manju,
Manju, Manju,
Vapusham,
Vapusham, Vapusham,
Ananta,
Ananta, Ananta,
Vibhavam,
Vibhavam, Vibhavam,
Trijagadantara,
Trijagadantara, Trijagadantara,
Manim,
Manim, Manim,
Trinayanam,
Trinayanam, Trinayanam,
Tripura,
Tripura, Tripura,
Khandana,
Khandana, Khandana,
Param,
Param, Param,
Sananda,
Sananda, Sananda,
Muni,
Muni, Muni,
Vandita,
Vandita, Vandita,
Padam,
Padam, Padam,
Sakarunam,
Sakarunam, Sakarunam,
Para,
Para, Para,
Chidambara,
Chidambara, Chidambara,
Natam,
Natam, Natam,
Hridi,
Hridi, Hridi,
Bhaja.
Bhaja, Bhaja.
So now we'll go to the second time of chanting. I'll explain you a few things about the connections. So Ananta Mahasam and Tridasha, when these two words come together, Tridasha Vandya Charanam along with Ananta Mahasam, as you may guess by now that it is going to be Na. So here we have Ananta Mahasan Tridasha Vandya Charanam. Then Muni Hridantara Vasantam Amalam, Vasantam Amalam, Kabandha Vyadindvavani. So here when it's the and E, we tend to write, we have to pronounce it the same way, but when we write it, as you'll see the next slide, it changes and looks like this. Vyadindvavani, Gandhavaha, Vanhi, Makha Bandhu Ravi Manju Vapusham, Ananta Vibhavam. Again, when this combines with Trijagadantara Manim, we have to cut this and we have to write Na and pronounce it as a Na. Vibhavan Trijagadantara Manim Trinayanam. Again, the Ma is changed into Na here. Trinayanan Tripura Khandana Param. Last line, Sananda Muni Vandita Padam Sakarunam Parachidambaranatam Hridi Bhaja. It is the same, there's no difference. So keeping these annotations, we will chant the second time, and then after that, we'll move on to the slide where everything is combined. Ananta Mahasan Tridasha Vandya Charanam.
Ananta Mahasan Tridasha Vandya Charanam. Ananta Mahasan Tridasha Vandya Charanam.
Muni Hridantara Vasanta Mamalam.
Muni Hridantara Vasanta Mamalam. Muni Hridantara Vasanta Mamalam.
Kabandha Vyadindvavani Gandhavaha.
Kabandha Vyadindvavani Gandhavaha. Kabandha Vyadindvavani Gandhavaha.
Vanhi Makha Bandhu Ravi Manju Vapusham.
Vanhi Makha Bandhu Ravi Manju Vapusham. Vanhi Makha Bandhu Ravi Manju Vapusham.
Ananta Vibhavan Trijagadantara Manim.
Ananta Vibhavan Trijagadantara Manim. Ananta vibhavan trijagadantaramanим.
Trinayanam Tripura Khandana Param.
Trinayanan Tripura Khandana Param. Trinayanan Tripura Khandana Param.
So if you cannot hold your breath till the whole part, we can say the complete Manim and stop here, give a break, and then start with Trinayanan Tripura Khandana Param. But if you want to say it continuously, the same thing applies. Manin Trinayanan Tripura Khandana Param. So Ananta Vibhavan Trijagadantara Manin Trinayanan Tripura Khandana Param. So the whole thing would sound like that, but you can always stop here and say the complete Makara. Next one. Sananda Muni Vandita Padam Sakarunam.
Sananda Muni Vandita Padam Sakarunam. Sananda Muni Vandita Padam Sakarunam.
Parachidambara Natam Hridi Bhaja.
Parachidambara Natam Hridi Bhaja. Parachidambara Natam Hridi Bhaja.
Now we'll move on to the third time of chanting. We'll do each line by line with the tune. Anantamaha Santridasha Vandya Charanam Muni Hridantara Vasantamalam.
Anantamaha Santridasha Vandya Charanam Muni Hridantara Vasantamalam. Anantamaha Santridasha Vandya Charanam Muni Hridantara Vasantamalam.
Kabandhaviyadindvavani gandhavahavan himakha bandhuravimanjuvapusham.
Kabandhaviyadindvavani gandhavahavan himakha bandhuravimanjuvapusham. Kabandhaviyadindvavani gandhavahavan himakha bandhuravimanjuvapusham.
Ananta vibhavan trijagadantara-manin trinayanan tripura khandana param.
Ananta vibhavan trijagadantara-manin trinayanan tripura khandana param. Ananta vibhavan trijagadantara-manin trinayanan tripura khandana param.
Sanandamuni vandita padam sakarunam parachidambara natam hridi bhaja.
Sanandamuni vandita padam sakarunam parachidambara natam hridi bhaja. Sanandamuni vandita padam sakarunam parachidambara natam hridi bhaja.
Very nice. So now we'll do two lines at a time. Anantamaha Santridasha Vandya Charanam Nihridantara Vasantamalam. Kabandhaviyadindvavani gandhavahavan himakha bandhuravimanjuvapusham.
Anantamaha Santridasha Vandya Charanam Muni Hridantara Vasantamalam. Kabandhaviyadindvavani gandhavahavan himakha bandhuravimanjuvapusham. Anantamaha Santridasha Vandya Charanam Muni Hridantara Vasantamalam. Kabandhaviyadindvavani gandhavahavan himakha bandhuravimanjuvapusham.
अनंत विभवं त्रिजगदन्तरमणिं त्रिनयनं त्रिपुरखण्डन परम् सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज
अनंत विभवं त्रिजगदन्तरमणिं त्रिनयनं त्रिपुरखण्डन परम् सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज अनंत विभवं त्रिजगदन्तरमणिं त्रिनयनं त्रिपुरखण्डन परम् सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज.
Very nice. So now we'll go to the last time of chanting this shlokam. Take a deep breath and make sure you'll be able to chant it perfectly without any mistakes. अनन्तमहसन्त्रिदशवन्द्यचरणं मुनिहृदन्तरवसन्तममलम् कबन्धवियदिन्द्ववनिगन्धवह्वन्हिमखबन्धुरविमञ्जुपपुषम् अनन्तविभवं त्रिजगदन्तरमणिं त्रिनयनं त्रिपुरखण्डन परम् सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज
अनन्तमहसन्त्रिदशवन्द्यचरणं मुनिहृदन्तरवसन्तममलम् कबन्धवियदिन्द्ववनिगन्धवहवन्हिमखबन्धुरविमञ्जुपपुषम् अनन्तविभवं त्रिजगदन्तरमणिं त्रिनयनं त्रिपुरखण्डन परम् सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज अनन्तमहसन्त्रिदशवन्द्यचरणं मुनिहृदन्तरवसन्तममलम् कबन्धवियदिन्द्ववनिगन्धवहवन्हिमखबन्धुरविमञ्जुपपुषम् अनन्तविभवं त्रिजगदन्तरमणिं त्रिनयनं त्रिपुरखण्डन परम् सनन्दमुनिवन्दितपदं सकरुणं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज.
Excellent. We'll move on to the 6th shlokam. Achintyam Ali Vrinda Ruchi Bandhura Galam Kurita Kunda Nikuramba Dhavalam. Only one Mahaprana in the first line. Dhavalam. Mukunda Sura Vrinda Bala Hantra Krita Vandana Lasantam Ahi Kundala Dharam. Again in the same spot we have another Mahaprana Dha. So the thing to be noted in this shlokam is you have constant occurrence of Rikara as well as Ukara. So many Ukaras and Rikaras. So try not to get them confused. Remember that this is Vrinda, this is Bandhura. They look similar, especially in Devanagari script, but the pronunciation is totally different. Akampam, Anukampita, Ratim, Sujana, Mangala, Nidhim, Mahapranadha, Gaja, Haram, Pashupatim, Dhananjaya, Nutam, Pranata, Ranjana, Param, Para Chidambara Natam Hridi Bhaja. Achintyam
Achintyam, Achintyam,
Ali,
Ali, Ali,
Vrinda,
Vrinda, Vrinda,
Ruchi,
Ruchi, Ruchi,
Bandhura,
Bandhura, Bandhura,
Galam,
Galam, Galam,
Kurita,
Kurita, Kurita,
Kunda,
Kunda, Kunda,
Nikuramba,
Nikuramba, Nikuramba,
Dhavalam,
Dhavalam, Dhavalam,
Mukunda,
Mukunda, Mukunda,
Sura,
Sura, Sura,
Vrinda,
Vrinda, Vrinda,
Bala,
Bala, Bala,
Hantra,
Hantra, Hantra,
Krita,
Krita, Krita,
Vandana,
Vandana, Vandana,
Lasantam,
Lasantam, Lasantam,
Ahi,
Ahi, Ahi,
Kundala,
Kundala, Kundala,
Dharam,
Dharam, Dharam,
Akampam,
Akampam, Akampam,
Anukampita,
Anukampita, Anukampita,
Ratim,
Ratim, Ratim,
Sujana,
Sujana, Sujana,
Mangala,
Mangala, Mangala,
Nidhim,
Nidhim, Nidhim,
Gaja,
Gaja, Gaja,
Haram,
Haram, Haram,
Pashu,
Pashu, Pashu,
Patim,
Patim, Patim,
Dhananjaya,
Dhananjaya, Dhananjaya,
Nutam,
Nutam, Nutam,
Pranata,
Pranata, Pranata,
Ranjana,
Ranjana, Ranjana,
Param,
Param, Param,
Para,
Para, Para,
Chidambara,
Chidambara, Chidambara,
Natam,
Natam, Natam,
Hridi,
Hridi, Hridi,
Bhaja.
Bhaja, Bhaja.
This shloka is relatively easy. So we will be doing 4 times of this chanting. I'm sure you all will get it. There are very few Mahapranas. The only tricky part I find is the Vrinda and the Bandhura, especially when you're reading and chanting. This could create a confusion. And I will now tell you where we have to join it and how it changes. So Achintyam Ali Vrinda Ruchi Bandhura Galam, Ali Vrinda Ruchi Bandhura Galam, and Purita Kunda Nikuramba Dhavalam. When these 2 words join together, this one as well as this one. Here, the change that happens is the ngakara. Sorry, that is messy. So, instead of the ma there, we chant it like Galankurita Kunda Nikuramba Dhavalam. Mukunda Sura Vrinda Bala Hantrakrita Vandana Lasanta Mali Lasanta Mahi Kundala Dharam. There is no change here. And there is no change in the third line, except here. Nidhim Gajaharam. So Nidhim Gajaharam. Similar to this, Galankurita, we have Nidhim Gaja. So the same letter comes here. as it is in the cover, kakha gagha nga, right? Nidhing gajaharam pashupatim. Dhananjaya nutam pranata ranjana param parachidambara natam hridi bhaja. Now we'll move on to the chanting of each line with the tune. Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram
Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram
Mukunda suravrinda balahantrikrita vandana lasantam ahikundala
Mukunda suravrinda balahantrikrita vandana lasantam ahikundala Mukunda suravrinda balahantrikrita vandana lasantam ahikundala
Akampamanukampitaratim sujanamangalanidhing gajaharam pashupatim.
Akampamanukampitaratim sujanamangalanidhim gajaharam pashupatim. Akampamanukampitaratim sujanamangalanidhim gajaharam pashupatim.
Dhananjayanutam pranataranjana param parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja.
Dhananjayanutam pranataranjana param parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja. Dhananjayanutam pranataranjana param parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja.
Now 2 lines at a time. We'll move on to the lyrics where we have everything joined together. Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram badhavalam. Mukunda suravrinda balahatrikrita vandana lasantamahi kundaladharam.
Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram badhavalam. Mukunda suravrinda balahantrikrita vandana lasantamahi kundaladharam. Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram badhavalam. Mukunda suravrinda balahantrikrita vandana lasantamahi kundaladharam.
Perfect. Akampamanukampitaratim sujanamangalanidhing gajaharam pashupatim. Dhananjayanutam pranataranjana param parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja.
Akampamanukampitaratim sujanamangalanidhim gajaharam pashupatim. Dhananjayanutam pranataranjana param parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja. Akampamanukampitaratim sujanamangalanidhim gajaharam pashupatim. Dhananjayanutam pranataranjana param parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja.
Okay. After this last time of chanting, we'll do the Shanti Mantram and then we'll take questions. Achintyamalivrindaruchi bandhuragalankurita kundanikuram Mukunda Suravrinda Balahatrikrita Vandanala Santamahi Kundaladharam Akampamanukampitaratim Sujana Mangala Nidhim Gajaharam Pashupatim Dhananjayanutam Pranataranjana Param Parachidambara-natam hridi bhaja.
अचिन्त्यमलिवृन्दरुचि बन्धुरगलङ्कुरितकुन्दनिकुरम्बधवलम् मुकुन्द सुरवृन्दबलमन्त्रकृतवन्दनलसन्तमहि कुण्डलधरम् अकम्पमनुकम्पितरतिं सुजनमङ्गलनिधिं गजहरं पशुपतिं धनञ्जयनुतं प्रणतरञ्जनपरं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज अचिन्त्यमलिवृन्दरुचि बन्धुरगलङ्कुरितकुन्दनिकुरम्बधवलम् मुकुन्द सुरवृन्दबलहन्त्रकृतवन्दनलसन्तमहि कुण्डलधरम् अकम्पमनुकम्पितरतिं सुजनमङ्गलनिधिं गजहरं पशुपतिं धनञ्जयनुतं प्रणतरञ्जनपरं परचिदम्बरनटं हृदि भज.
Thank you, Shivani Bhagini. Very beautiful. So I'll first start taking the questions which we have in the question answer section, and then we'll move on to the people who have raised their hands. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So one question which I really wanted to answer is, doesn't Nartana have a horn? Okay, one of the questions is that. So I know somebody yesterday also asked such a question, that the Dirghaksharas and Shringaksharas is a little bit of confusion. So I thought I'll just clarify that really quickly. So when we say Dirghakshara, it is long. For example, Dirghakshara itself, Dirghaksharani, right? Dirghakshara. So here we see that there is something long. This is referring to the Ikara. Ikara is this. That is the Ikara. You can see it has a horn at the top. The Ikara as well as the Akara are both considered as Dirghaksharani. And when we talk about the Shringaksharani, it is the ones which have, the Dirghaksharani are the ones which have long letters. So like in Dirgha itself, you see something that's going above and beyond. In Shiva, you see it goes into the back to the left side. The direction of movement is to the left. But when it is long in Dirgha, it is going that way. You see, it's moving forward. That is what is meant here. And also Shringaksharani, example for that is O. and au. And a as well as I. So all of these are Shringaksharani. When they come on top of a letter, they're always pronounced long. Nataraja Stotra Dvara. So here you can identify Dvara. Both of these are Dirghaksharani, and Stotra. Sto is a Shringakshara. So Shivanubhutihi. Bhu is also long, but it doesn't come under a classification. But these are what we talk about when we say Shringaksharani and Dirghaksharani. So we'll go to the questions now. In 6th Shlokam, Galam will be changed to Galang when merged with the next word. Is it possible to make this change in the PDF given on course page? So this is actually a pronunciation change that we make. There is actually no change that happens in the written part itself. This is the 6th Shlokam. So here we have Bandhura Galang Kurita Kunda Nikuramba Dhavalam. So actually, Ali Vrinda Ruchi Bandhura Galam is one word. So when we write it together, we don't join it all together because it's not one word. But you can join it while as I'm saying it, you can make notes, and for the ease of pronunciation, you can write with these markings, whichever ones I'm giving in the class. That should really help in pronunciation. Why is a Shringa? Because when we write a, like Mela, you see something is going above it. It is not so important to understand these things. It's just for the sake of pronunciation that we should know that a is always pronounced long. Like in other languages where there is an a and a, in Sanskritam there is only a. There's only the long letter a. So that is something to be noted. And Balahantra, that is how you pronounce Balahantra Krita Vandana Lasanta Mahi Kundala Dharam. Hantra. So when Hantra and Krita come together, it's difficult, I know, because Tr and then Kr, both of them are next to each other. It should not be Tru or Tri or Tra. There could be so many variations that you hear people pronounce, but the correct one is Tr, like in Rishi. What was the star in Shloka 3 and 4? Those are just variations in scripts that we find. Can we have the original script without any breakdown and without English? You can write it down because we already have, we understand that there are different people who don't know Devanagari, some people don't know English. So for everybody to understand, we have provided in the course content all the PDFs in various languages. Please refer to that. Okay. Okay, Simha. So we have to pronounce the Makara fully because it is before Ha. It is okay. You can say Simha. It is not Singh. It is Simha. Okay, good questions. Yeah, let me take people who have raised their hands. Krishna ji, yes.
Yeah, namaste, Bhagini. So
Yeah.
you call them as Shrungaksharani because they are like ears on the top. That is the reason.
Yes.
Okay. So all the Shrungaksharani are Dirgha, correct? We prolong them, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
That's just the name of the stotram. It's just a pun on Nandi as he has horns and feet.
Yeah.
It is not anything complicated. It's just Patanjali having fun with the knowledge that he gained from, from chanting and from his sadhana prayers to Shiva. So that is something he has got with blessings of Shiva. So he's just demonstrating it here. That's all.
Thank you, Bhagini.
Okay. Krishna Chaitanya ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
First one, this stotra is called Charana Stringa Rahita Stotra. What does Charana indicate over here when it comes to the aksharas that we see over here? Just the way Shringi indicates Shringa indicates Dirghaksharani and A, O, I, O, and
Charana means feet, right? So what do feet do? They go long distances. So Charana also means Dirghaksharani.
okay. Charana indicates Dirghaksharani here.
Yeah, like A and E. Those are Dirghaksharani. And the Shringaksharani here refer to the horns, like A, I, O, and O. We see everywhere that on these letters there is something like a horn on top of the Shirorekha. The horizontal line at the top of the letters, we see a horn, like Stotram. Here we see something above. So don't get confused with the Repha when it comes above and those kind of things. It's just for the fun of the Stotram and the meaning of the name of the Stotram. Okay.
Okay. And what about the modalities for this assessment of this course? There is something mentioned in the course page.
We'll
which
let
indicates
you
that
know.
there would
It
be
is
an
not going to
assessment.
be so soon. You'll have ample time to practice. Don't worry about the assessments yet. We will give you 1 month time at least, 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Jay
Dhanyawad.
Shashidhar Mahodaya.
Yes, ma'am. It was the same question. Is there going to be an assessment and all that? So thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Gayatri Bhagini.
Hello.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. My question is in Shloka 5, the second line, the Shabda, which is Kabanda Vyada. So I'm feeling it hard to pronounce. Can you just repeat it?
Sure. Good question. Kabandha Vyadindvavani. So here, if you observe in the second slide, the first slide, we have the breakdown. Breakdown may create a confusion for you when you're trying to join it together. That's why we have the second slide. So here, Kabandha Vyad Indvavani. And if you observe now, it becomes Kabandha Vyadindvavani. Vyad and Indva become Vyadindva. It takes time. It's a little bit hard. There are too many letters together. Just try to practice at home.
Okay, thank you, Bhagini.
Yeah. Let's see. Suresh Menonji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Question on the fifth sloka, on the third line. When I pronounce each word by word, it is like a vam. Ananta vibhavam. Manim. But when you pronouncing continuously, that it is the same, the makara sound, M, or it is an?
Nakara. Ananta vibhavan trijagadantara. So whenever the letter Tra is made up of Ta and Ra. If you go to the Devanagari course in Vyoma page, you will find details about these things, Sanyukta Aksharas and how they're formed. But this is the basic combination. If you look at the Tavarga, it is Tat, Tha, Dadha, and then Na at the end, right? That's why we are going to replace this Makara, that sound, with Nakara when we pronounce it together.
Okay. Oh, that is why the next, so the next word will also be the same.
Yes, Trijagadantara Manim becomes Trijagadantara Manin Trinayanan Tripura Khandanaparam every single time. Here, and here.
And how about the last line, the fourth line, it will be Padamul, yeah? Before Sa?
So for Sa, there is nothing like that. It doesn't fall under the Vargiya Vyanjanani. So Sakarunam para, so Papha Babha Ma has Makara, right? So this stays constant as Ma for this.
Okay.
Padam
and Ta will also remain the same.
Yeah.
Ta will also remain.
Yes.
Natam Hridi, right?
Yes, Natam Hridi Bhajas, Makara completely. Okay.
Which is the course I should attend? You told me, and the Vyoma page.
So this is for everybody actually. If to get more clarity on pronunciation, we have given all the tools necessary to learn the Devanagari script as well as specific vocabulary builders and pronunciation YouTube playlist, which is available on the course page itself. You don't even have to go to the contents. You can directly go to the course page. At the end, we have added all the relevant links which could be helpful for learning in this class as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mama. Thank you. Namaste.
Sushila Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Yes, namaste. Yeah, my question has been answered by you. I just asked why are they called Shrinkakshara?
Okay, sorry.
You answered it. Someone else had also asked. Thank you.
Okay. Meena Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini. I am unable to get the recording for the class.
It is available, Bhagini, in the course content.
Actually, just after the class, it's available, and then it is not there. Is it only for me or everybody? It's available for everyone.
It is available for everyone who has registered. You definitely registered because you are in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It should be available.
Class records, I go there. Actually, yesterday after the class, within half an hour, I could get for 1 hour or 2 hours. Then I couldn't get it after that.
Yeah, because I'm able to see, even in YouTube, I'm able to see our first class and our second class. I'm pretty sure it's there, Bhagini. You just check one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bhagini. I will try.
Bhagini. Lata Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Namaste.
When you say all the Dirghaksharas are not included, doesn't it include Dirgha U and R also?
Yeah, you're correct. U and U only.
So
Ru also, but we don't have that much in the Stotram. There isn't that Aksharam anywhere.
Okay, so that is also Rahita only. So the poem, the Shloka doesn't include U and R also. Are you saying that? You said
U
A
is there.
and E.
Yeah, it was just not there in that classification, but U is also there.
Okay.
Like Tripura is short, right? Similarly,
Short.
like
that is Prasva.
So, U.
What about Dirgha?
Sthula, like Sthula, Ukara. That is not there in the Stotram. That's what we were saying. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you.
So the script should be available in Malayalam as well, if I'm not wrong. Please check in the course content again. So the video will not be uploaded immediately after the class. It will take 24 hours, less than 24 hours. That's why I didn't make you revise the third and fourth shlokas, because I understand that everyone hasn't seen that video yet. So tomorrow we'll be revising yesterday's class. Fifth shloka, third line. Suresh ji, shloka, third line. I think I've answered that just now. Chandrasekhar Mahodaya.
Namaste, ma'am. On the sixth shloka, we have some words Dhavalam, Galam, Mangala. Can we pronounce them as Dhavalam, Galam, Mangala?
So in Sanskritam, there is no pronunciation in the present Sanskritam that we use. There is no letters like this. This is the L dot or La that is there in many languages like Kannada and Telugu. This La is a common letter, but we don't have it in the present usage of Sanskritam. It is Mangala. It is just a simple La. This letter is only there in some other texts, but not in the present Sanskritam.
Because by the vernacular in the Brindavan, that letter is not there in Sanskrit. But they pronounce it as.
Okay, got it.
Sarita Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini. I'm really enjoying. I'm taking a long time to learn. But again, I know you answered the third line in the fifth. can I just ask you to say the Bahavahni Makha Bandhura with Manjuva Pusham? So am I saying it correctly?
Let me just go there. So it is one he. As I said, there are
One
many
he.
differences of opinion in this part. There are pronunciation rules that people teach differently. But as per my guru has taught me, one he. So we say the nakara before the hakara when we pronounce it. But while
Right.
writing it, we write it like this.
Yeah, no. So Bahavanhi.
Yes, perfect.
Oh,
Very correct.
okay. Thank you. Vanhi Makha Bandhura. Okay, I get that.
Yes, you're doing very well.
And also, you know, I'm listening to the recordings, of course. Thank you very much for that. Can you somewhere do the whole song all in one? Just the whole shloka, all the 10? Or are we going to get that at the end? You know, the
Yeah,
whole
good
shloka
things take
without
time.
teaching, without...
We will do that at the end. Once
Okay,
you
so that I get to
slowly
hear you
enjoy
from
each
the beginning
shlokam.
to end.
Yeah, I will definitely give you a recording of the whole, everybody, in fact, because you need to practice for your assessment. For that, we will do that. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for patiently listening to all the questions being answered. And I'm very happy that most of you have very good questions. If you still have questions, even after all these questions, if your question didn't get answered, please write a mail and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Ram, ram, ram.